We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. The Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it!
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has a lot of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go again with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Down the right sideline. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
He's got this to Pickens. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes,
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Hey.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 2nd and 10. The throw is Daniels. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Daniels. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Handoff going left is Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Mustang 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Commanders 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Back to throw. Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 9. Looking to throw. Matthews. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Bloom trying the right side. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 29, here's second and 6. Back to throw. Matthews escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure.
And he will score! Touchdown! Cowboys! George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them was to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Matthews. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down. Matthews flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
On 4th down, Matthews. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try and run again with Blue. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. He just
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with ETN. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Ready.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second down, 6.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go. Viking 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniels going to try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get two more possessions.
And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Blue. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Blue with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Ready,
They'll look to ETN to start things out. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Washington.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
On the run, it's Hollow. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Line up for the 2-point
Pass the
conversion.
60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Commanders 26.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Matthews eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut, ready?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Daniels looking to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 158 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the give, this is Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Off the bootleg. Matthews. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Another toe-free TN to the 43, second down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready.
And 6.